Unfortunately, Disney kind of did it to themselves a little bit, right? They try to block out businesses in Harbor with the Eastern Gateway project and stuff like that, and that kind of created its own controversy. They, all those businesses rallied together and got the media involved and got the city council involved and all that kind of stuff. So there were a lot of dynamics playing out, and Disney kind of taking a step back from that, I think, was a smart move, especially right before the events of 2020, because that kind of reaffirmed, like, hey, a more mutually beneficial relationship with Disney and the city is probably a good thing, like for the both of us, kind of thing.
You wonder. Sorry, Dre, my bad. I was just thinking, wonder to your point, if that hotel goes through, if it's not Tom Tate and the current council that was in place at that time. We'll see what the future plans are for that, but it's just you wonder. You
do wonder.
Here's the thing. With, and this is probably an unpopular opinion. I've said it before in videos a long time ago, years ago. I didn't agree with the local businesses around Disneyland in regard to that whole Eastern Gateway thing. I mean, look, they are completely living off of the fact that Disneyland Resort is a huge draw. But that doesn't mean that Disney is like that Disney is responsible for ensuring that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because the McDonald's, just because the IHOP, just because the Captain Kids garners a lot of business from Disneyland Resort doesn't mean that Disneyland is beholden to these companies and they have to ensure and coddle these companies across the street to make sure that they do well. I just don't agree with that. I think Disney is Disney, and Disney's in the business of making money for Disney, and that's the end of it. And if these other companies, they're kind of leeching off of Disney already, like, so it's like, I don't know. I just don't think Disney has a fair responsibility to their business across the street. I just don't.
Go ahead, Sean.
Just unfortunately, Captain Kids is no longer benefiting off of Disney. They're not anymore. So. R.I.P. to Captain Kids buffet.
It's out.
It's out. Here we go. There you go. That's a little.
I just don't think it's Disney's responsibility to prop all these businesses up around on Harbor. Look,
I agree, and this is why Reedy Creek is so great, because they don't have to answer anybody. But because they had to go through the city, well, now everybody gets to see the table. And when you do have to do that, you have to be strategic, and unfortunately they weren't. Especially after the whole tax thing. The whole taxes on the park tickets and how they kind of strong-armed the city when it came to that, I mean, that really rubbed a lot of people off the wrong way, just from jump, and then you had all this kind of stuff following it. So, look, sometimes, like, I agree with you, OG, overall, like, really, it's this. Disney is the economic driver. They should be in the front seat, no question. But at the same time, it's like sometimes you do it to yourself. It's kind of how.
And it's a good point that other people are in the car. That it can't be understated how important Reedy Creek is. I don't think people realize what goes into these decisions that get made. Disney World has the autonomy that it does because there's no other drivers. There's no other riders in the car. They are steering the wheel wherever they want to steer the wheel.
Right.
Mostly. And so that's just not the case in Anaheim, and unfortunately, it's really hindered. It's really hindered Disney. But having a Disney-friendly mayor in office and Disney-friendly council is going to go a long way for him, I think.